Honestly, this phone is so good, it's almost ridiculous.
I really only expected a simple spec bump, but this is clearly more.
The new design is simpler, it's cleaner, and I absolutely love it.
This is the OnePlus 15, and this is definitely not normal. They decided to sprinkle in a whole bunch of extra overkill this time. The new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 is already incredible.
We're seeing multi-core performance hitting record-setting numbers right here.
I mean, it's already a beast. They didn't have to add all this extra stuff.
Why is OnePlus doing this much? Even the enthusiasts barely notice. But for those of us watching, we definitely appreciate the effort. They packed this chip with a huge vapor chamber inside.
The phone has super fast UFS 4.1 storage, making everything instantaneous. Even the base version ships with 12 gigs of LPDDR5X Ultra RAM. But what if that's not enough for your power user needs? Well, the upgraded version has 16 gigs of Ultra Plus RAM, as fast as it gets.
This RAM speed ensures that multitasking is incredibly smooth and reliable.
The jump from the previous generation in raw speed is seriously noticeable.
The cooling system keeps the phone running optimally, even under heavy load.
Thermal throttling seems like a problem of the past on this device.
Compared to other flagships, the sheer memory bandwidth here is unmatched.
Everything about the performance says overkill, and I am here for it.
Gaming performance is stellar, holding a very high, steady frame rate.
It's a performance package designed to feel future-proof for years to come. The internal specs are screaming high-end desktop, not a pocket phone. I just can't push this phone hard enough to make it stutter. I truly can't.
The whole phone is more squared off. It looks modern and very clean. No gloss needed. The entire chassis is beautifully matte all the way around.
We have matte black, matte sand, and this very unique matte violet color.
All colors feature this newly developed super tough finish. It's amazing. This process creates a ceramic coating on the metal, which is a game changer.
The matte black finish here is one of the most impressive I've ever seen on a phone.
Typically, matte black gets fingerprinty, but this one simply does not fingerprint at all. I was devastated when I pulled it out and saw what looked like scratches. Then I realized the scratches weren't scratches, they just wiped right off. Ceramics are so hard that other materials just rub off onto the coating itself. This phone isn't taking the damage, it's the one doing the damage. Seriously.
It's like calling an ambulance, but not for me. For the things in my pocket.
They certified it for IP66, 5P68, 5P69, and even the new IP69K resistance. It can survive being blasted with high-pressure, high-temperature water jets up to 80 degrees Celsius. I'm pretty sure this phone could survive an entire laundry cycle and still be fine. This level of durability and IP rating is absolutely not normal for a smartphone. And it does all this while still being slightly thinner than the previous model.
The subtle design details, like the cameras lining up with the logo, feel very premium.
This is the phone you can use without a case and still feel completely confident. The durability alone makes this one of the most rugged flagships available. They gave this phone a massive battery upgrade to a 7,300 mAh silicon carbon cell. It's getting ridiculous now. This battery is literally twice as large as some phones from a few years ago. The higher energy density means this thing just lasts forever now, no joke. I am easily getting 7 to 8 hours of screen-on time on just one single charge. It's almost impossible for me to kill this phone in a day, no matter how hard I try.
Sometimes, I end the day with 50%, go to sleep, and wake up with 49%. It's ready for a whole new day, and that's a level of peace of mind I rarely have.
The fast charging brick actually comes right in the box, which is sadly also not normal. It charges at a screaming fast 80 watts here in the US, which is plenty of speed.
And if you live in other countries, you can take advantage of the even faster 100-watt speed.
As a cherry on top, we also get super fast 50-watt wireless charging too. You can turn on great battery management features right in the software. We can limit the charge capacity to protect the long-term health of the battery.
There's even bypass charging, which is perfect for extended gaming sessions. This phone's battery is so large, you could limit it to 85% and still have more than the competition.
Imagine limiting your phone for health and still beating every other flagship out there.
The sheer battery size is arguably the biggest, most undeniable feature of the whole package. That quick top-up is enough to get me through hours and hours of use, truly. The higher silicon content in the anode allows for this crazy energy density.
Power. You simply never have to think about carrying a charger with you anymore.
I tried to drain it watching video all day, and it still wouldn't die on me.
The battery performance is just ridiculously good. End of story.
I really appreciate that the charger is included. It's such a customer-friendly move. This phone has solved battery anxiety for me completely, and that is a huge win. No matter what you throw at it, the battery just keeps on giving and giving. The big story in smartphones is now custom silicon, and this phone has that too. Beyond the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5, there are two other custom chips working hard here. There is a new Wi-Fi chip they call G2, which is their custom modem equivalent. I've occasionally seen it pull noticeably higher speeds than other devices on the same network. But the touch response chip is actually the even more impressive piece of tech. They paired that with a new display that can refresh now up to a wild 165 Hz.
You can set the refresh rate to high, which says up to 165 Hz right there.
But you'll notice it mostly bounces between 1 Hz and 120 Hz for most tasks. So when does it hit 165 Hz, you ask? It's just specifically for gaming.
For those specific mobile gamers who can see the difference, this phone is clearly for you.
The dedicated touch response chip enables a ridiculous 3,200 Hz touch sample rate.
For reference, most normal flagships are only about 1,440 Hz, so this is not normal.
And the responsiveness is insane in here. It truly feels like my input is happening instantly. I'm just happy to have a high refresh rate and high resolution on at the exact same time. That fast and smooth dream that OnePlus always chases is absolutely realized here.
However, there are some undeniable downsides to this phone, which brings me to the big one.
The resolution is technically slightly lower than the 13, but you probably won't even notice it. OnePlus also continues to abandon the alert slider, which I personally loved.
They replaced it with a customizable button, which is fine, I guess, for most people.
But I miss knowing the notification state without turning on the screen or taking it out.
The haptic motor supposedly got a downgrade, but I promise you, you absolutely will not notice.
The really big disappointment, though, is once again the camera system. It's not just not the best cameras, this is actually a pretty substantial downgrade from before.
The sensors are smaller, the apertures are smaller, and the photos are frankly disappointing. The ultra-wide is a little soft around the edges, and the colors often look quite dull to me. You'll notice there is no Hasselblad logo on the back of this phone anymore, and the partnership seems done.
They still have the incredibly loud leaf shutter sound, but that's about it for the collaboration.
I really enjoyed using this phone because it's so fast and smooth, it's confidence-inspiring. And
The software is still buttery and packed with features, and the customization is still there for us.
thankfully, it is very competitively priced, starting at just $899 US.
It's so not normal for all the good performance, but they have a longer way to go if the camera is this weak. OnePlus, can you please make an ultra version with a truly nice camera next time, please?